Hello everybody, this is Lavon, Cason. I am back at it again with another video. And us as gamers have probably seen, all these articles, on Google and other websites that the Xbox Series S has dominated PS5 and Xbox Series X at retail during Black Friday. So I'm gonna name you the reason why that probably is because you can't get a PS5 anytime you want in the stores. Like, you really can't. And if you do try to get one, even order one online, they normally be sold out like that. And you can try to get one on eBay, but the PS5 at that point would have costed you about, $700 to $800. And who wants to pay that much for a gaming console? And at that point, you might as well just go to a PC. And the same thing can be said about this system right here, the Xbox Series X. Like, you can't really get that system like that in the stores. Like, you really just can't. You normally have to go to a stock alert Discord to see if they have any of them in stock. You normally have to go to a certain YouTube channel that says, oh, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X will be in stores by this date or this week or the next couple weeks. Like, you normally would have to do that if you are trying to get one of those two systems. But with the Series S, they've been relatively available pretty much, when you think about it, nearly all year at this point. But let's say if PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X were, easily available like the Xbox Series S, I think a lot of people would have picked up the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X a lot more than the Xbox Series S at this point, because people really want that next generation power. People want to see what those 10 teraflops can do. People want to see that ray tracing features of the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. So, if they both were easily available, people would pick that instead of the Series S. Now, that being said, there's still people out there would have picked up the Series S, just because of its price point. Because it is an entry-level next-generation system. So, it makes me ask this question. And this is probably going to be the title of this video. Should Xbox Series S exist at all? Like, Microsoft should have just made a digital Xbox Series X? Well, my response to that is, yes and no. I mean, yes, because the developers would have just have, one Xbox to work with all around, one next-gen Xbox, just the Xbox Series X. And the Xbox Series X digital would have been the same thing as the Xbox Series X with a disc drive. Just like how there's one PlayStation 5 to develop for pretty much at this point. No, because, if it's already hard at this point in late 2021 to even get an Xbox Series X, then I can see it being a little bit harder to get a digital Xbox Series X, because I don't know if retailers are really putting, the PlayStation 5 digital out there like that, or have as many units as, say, the disc drive version of the PlayStation 5. Like, it probably would have been the same scenario. Like, the Xbox Series X with the disc drive would have had more units instead of the Xbox Series X with no disc drive, or Xbox Series X Digital Edition. Like, there would have been less units and all that other stuff. Maybe I could be wrong on that, but it probably is the case. And plus, since the Xbox Series S is less powerful, it's probably a lot easier to get the chips to be manufactured and all that other stuff. Like, it's real. Like, I can see the Xbox Series S as a good, like, secondary console. Like, if you own it with a PlayStation 5. Like, I can see that. Like, if you just want to play the couple Xbox exclusives that are coming out next year. Like, I can see someone picking up an Xbox Series S just for that reason. But I can also see the Xbox Series S as a kind of a decent cross-gen console. Because, let's be real, like, the first 2 or 3 years of a generation are normally games that are cross-gen. Like, games that come on last gen, but also games that come on this gen. So I could see someone picking up an Xbox Series S for the first 2 to 3 years and make that their main system. Then by the 3rd or 4th year, you know, the Xbox Series X mid-gen refresh has came out, or the Xbox Series S mid-gen refresh. And someone would just trade in their regular Xbox Series S to pick up that Xbox Series X mid-gen refresh, or that Xbox Series S mid-gen refresh, wherever their choosing is. So, I could see some uses for the Xbox Series S. And also, too, you can use Xbox Series S as, you know, a good emulation machine, because it can emulate PlayStation 2 games, GameCube games, and so on and so forth. There's plenty of uses for the Xbox Series S. But if you want it to be your ultimate next-gen console, then you're going to have to go elsewhere, buddy. You are going to have to go to that PlayStation 5 or that Xbox Series X if you want that true ultimate next-generation experience. The Series S is for people out there that just want to be able to play the next-gen games. Like, that person would not have to care about ray tracing. Like, they just want to, you know, play the game at 60 frames per second, or just, you know, pretty much play the game natively at a cheap price. So that's one of the reasons why I could see the Xbox Series S being useful. And also, too, you can only buy games on the Microsoft Store with the Xbox Series S. And what it means with the Xbox Series S is that there's less backwards compatibility games on the Xbox Series S than the Xbox Series X. So if you care about backwards compatibility, get yourself an Xbox Series X or Xbox One X, or basically an Xbox with a disk drive. So, do you guys think that Xbox Series S should have existed at all? Let me know in the comments section below this video. Thank you guys for watching, and peace. Hope you guys have a good day. So now that you have made it to the end of the video, I want you guys to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and when you hit that notification bell, you gotta hit all notifications, so that way you can be notified for future Lavon Cason tech videos, future Lavon Cason gaming videos, future Lavon Cason live streams, and also other videos that I do, such as, you know, reaction videos and things of that nature. Bye.